On this program, we are going to open up the floodgates of 4,000 years of soul-searching, law-writing, arguing with Hashem, and kvetching. This one's got theological weight, historical grit, and maybe just a sprinkle of chutzpah. So, what makes us Jews think we're right when it comes to holy living? The short answer? We don't think we're right, we think we're obligated. Longer answer? Judaism doesn't claim a monopoly on holiness. It doesn't even say that only Jews go to heaven, or that non-Jews are wicked by default. What it does say is, here is a covenant. If you're part of it, here's your sacred to-do list. The Torah doesn't begin with Jews, it begins with humanity. Adam, Chava, Noach, universal figures. But once we hit Abraham, we get a pivot. Through you, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Genesis 22:18. We were chosen not because we're better, but because we were picked for a job. Holy living is our assignment, not our own personal ego trip. You shall be to me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Exodus 19:6. Priests don't exist for their own sake. They exist to serve others. A nation of priests? That's not about superiority. It's about responsibility. And this responsibility is heavy. The Torah is the blueprint for right living. Judaism isn't primarily about belief. It's about action. Halakha is called a path because it's a way to walk through life with sacred awareness. From how we eat, to how we speak, to how we treat strangers, the Torah structures our daily habits around the idea that all of life can be made holy. We don't say, we are holy. We say, Kedoshim tihiyu, you shall become holy. Leviticus 19:2. In other words, you're not there yet. Keep climbing. Jews don't walk around saying, I'm right, you're wrong. We say, what does this really mean? We don't just read the Torah. We interrogate it, debate it, argue over it at Shabbat tables and yeshivot. If anything, Judaism is a tradition built on spiritual anxiety rather than smug certainty. That's why our name is Yisrael, one who wrestles with God. We think we're on the right path, but we never stop auditing our own steps. It's also not just about the Jewish people. The 7 Noahide laws are proof that Judaism doesn't think holiness is exclusively Jewish. Non-Jews can live holy, righteous lives without ever keeping kosher or putting on tefillin. But for Jews, once you're in the covenant, you've got a job description. It's like joining the priesthood. You can't just show up in jeans and say, I'm spiritual in my own way. Nope. There's a dress code, a code of conduct, a service manual. And if you bail on that, you're not damned, you're just neglecting your divinely appointed mission. So are we right or just committed? We're not right in a universalist, one-size-fits-all sense. We're right for ourselves because we've inherited a sacred tradition and we're commanded to live by it. It's not triumphalism, it's fidelity, faithfulness to a covenant that keeps demanding more of us. Jews don't think we're better. We think we've been handed the sacred equivalent of a mop and bucket and told, the world's messy, clean it up and keep yourselves tidy as well. And when we do it right, we don't brag, we bless, and when we do it wrong, oh boy, we write volumes of Talmud about how we should have done it. Over the centuries, some may have encountered certain haughty Jews. However, they are not the norm. In fact, in the eyes of Hashem, that kind of attitude misses the mark altogether as to why and what the actual covenant between Source and the Jewish people is all about. I hope you enjoyed and learned a bit from this program. Please like, subscribe, and share. Share your thoughts below. You can find my videos and essays on Locals, Substack, Blogger, Rumble, YouTube, and across social media. Spread the word, and until next time, this is Shmuel ben Shlomi wishing you shalom.